2010 Dodge Challenger here today, and we are after a brake switch problem. This thing throws a check engine light and the code is open short on brake switch 1 or something. So we have swapped the brake switch out. She did that previously, and I do believe I have a video on that, but it didn't work. And I got in here and it's a very, very tight fit, but I got my hand up in there when I realized it's not quite depressing the switch far enough. So I don't know if the bracket is bent or it's missing some kind of spacer, but it's such a tight fit under that dash that I just can't physically fit. So here we are today. We're gonna unload this stuff in the seat and we're gonna pull this entire driver's seat out so I can lay my big self in here and get good eyes on what's happening. All right, Brittany got it cleaned up, so we're ready to dive up underneath this dash and see what we can find. All right, we're gonna start by taking out these 2 Phillips screws. There's one there. So we'll take this off and we'll pull this panel. And then we're gonna pull this carpet off up underneath here so you can see what's going on. So here we are, we're finished up. I did want to point out, whenever I went to put this panel back up, I realized there's actually another screw hidden behind this plastic. So you need to pull this push pin, just grab this, or with a push pin puller or trim stick, pop this panel off, and then this screw, this came out with the panel, but it actually is up behind here like that. All right, once you take that screw out, you just pull the whole panel forward. It has a couple little prongs you just got to work out, and then this little plug right here, it has a pull tab on this end. You just take your finger down there, lift it up, it'll come right out. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Now we're gonna drop this little carpet thing here, and actually probably this panel as well. That'll give us a really good view in there. So these are 10 millimeters. So we need to take out all 4 of them, 1, 2 on each side. All right, here we go. Metal's off, carpet is off, which is 2 push pins. There's one like right here by the OBD connector and one over here. You just take those 2 out and the carpet will come down. That gives us all the space in the world to see our problem child here, which is this brake pedal switch right here. So let me weasel my way backwards a little more so I can get my eyes on it. Let's see what the problem is. You can see the little plunger. That plunger's not getting pressed in quite far enough. Nothing looks to be drastically bent, but it may be slightly bent. This bracket off the pedal up here, sorry, it's really hard to get my hands up in here, right here. I'm gonna bend that with channel locks in the forward direction, right towards the steering wheel, and just shim it slightly, and I think that will get it to depress as far as it needs to depress, and that should fix our whole problem. All right, there we have it. Brake press off. Now you watch it when I press the brake. Brake on, brake off, brake on, brake off, brake on, brake off. Hey, just that little bit of tweak with channel locks and she's good to go. So yeah, if you're having that issue, hopefully it's not common, but that piece of metal right there, that bracket that hits the switch, sorry, I got the AC going, it feels so good, you're gonna have to just bear with me, but that bracket's a little flimsy, so I think it just slowly tweaked out over time, and I just tweaked it back with the pliers. So we'll see how long it lasts, but I'm thinking it'll last hopefully the life of this car. But there you have it. If this video helped you out, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you want to see more.